Congratulations on making it this far into Final Fantasy. Don't pat yourselves on the back just yet, because this is where the rubber hits the road, where we separate the men from the boys, all for one and one for all. We're in this together, right guys? Guys? Well, screw them anyways. Looks like you're the only one left, and I, SoulScourger, will guide you. Chaos is very mighty. One might even say he is chaotic, furious. And they would be right, but that means nothing to us. We learn from such tales as Larry and Goliath and Gilligan's Travels. We know that size only matters sometimes, and that the sword and magic is mightier than all. Without further ado, let's jump into the pit. Chaos is a very particular fighting style. He AoE magic spams you or hastes himself and one-shots you with his physical attacks. His physical attack hits 2 times for around 250 damage, but at one point he hasted himself and was dealing around 700 per attack. I did also attempt slowing him to see if I could mitigate his physical attack, but nothing would land. Also, his attacks are super accurate. Numerous castings of Blink and Invisora seem to do nothing. Also, Proterra seemed virtually useless, so don't even bother. The strat I eventually came up with was level up to 30 so I can have more MP charges, buff the knight, and have my master use ethers and dry ethers on my white mage, who consistently spammed high-level party heals. Everything about Chaos is unknown, but what we do know is he has 20,000 HP, which is quite a bit. 170 attack, 100 defense, 200 accuracy, 50 agility, 40 intellect, 100 evasion, and 200 magic defense. He also resists fire, ice, and lightning, and has no weaknesses. For this fight, I decided to level up to 30 since it was just plain old ridiculous getting one shot every 2 seconds. But I'm sure it's possible to beat Chaos at much lower level with meta, uber, gooner, gamer, nerd strats, but I'm just a regular person, as are you, and we're doing this for fun. Fun! F-U-N, whether we like it or not. His abilities are a physical attack, which he uses 40% of the time, Blazara 10%, Haste 6%, Firaga, Thundaga, Blizzaga, Slow, and Flare all 5%, Blaze, which is a higher level damage AoE fire spell, 5%, Tsunami, the water equivalent, 5%, Cyclone, which deals non-elemental AoE damage, 5%, Kiraja, which fully heals him, 2%, and Earthquake, 2%. I start off the fight with Giant's Gloves on my knight, and I use my monk to slap some speed drinks on my white mage to make sure those heals come out quick. I haste my knight and start off the heal cycle with my white mage. Now I start attacking with my knight, and hope that he doesn't just spam flare over and over. I switch my monk over to strength tonics for the rest of the battle, and I continue to temper my knight until I run out of MP. At this level, my defenses are good enough to withstand at least one of his attack rounds, so as long as I keep up on heals, I'm good. I audible and slap ethers onto my white mage with my monk when necessary, and I just keep on with this strategy. At one point, I throw down one of my few dry ethers to refill 5 charges to her MP. Don't even bother saving them, it's the end of the game. Also, once I run out of MP for my black mage, I will just switch to spamming him with flares. The first blaze, and I barely hang on and manage to heal up all the way. Luckily, he has opted not to heal himself, which is awesome. Lather, rinse, and repeat, and eventually he will go down. With RNG at my side, I managed to take him down with a little bit of effort. He will drop 0 gil and 0 XP, and then you can read the story if you want, which I don't, and that's that. You have beaten Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, and are now a better person for it. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you learned a lot. See you next time.